Saw this on the internet. Peaches said, why haven't the Wayans family had an appreciation service? They deserve to be honored real bad. And I agree. So I'm going to give you just some of the highlights of what the Wayans family has brought to American comedy. Let's start with Keenen Ivory Wayans, who made my favorite parody movie of all time, I'm Gonna Get You Sucker. This is a parody movie of 70s blaxploitation films. I didn't even watch any of those, but this movie was still hilarious to me, okay? He co-wrote with Robert Townsend, Hollywood Shuffle, and The Five Heartbeats. I mean, those two movies, what they mean to black culture and culture, period. Shoot, what's happening in Hollywood Shuffle is still happening today. Keenan's also credited writer on Eddie Murphy's Raw for the sketch, and he produced Eddie Murphy's Raw, which to this day is still the #1 grossing stand-up comedy film of all time. And that's all before we get to In Living Color, which is the greatest sketch show of all time, which gave us the stars Keenen Ivory Wayans, Damon Wayans, Shawn Wayans, Tommy Davidson, David Allen Greer, Kim Wayans, Jim Carrey, Kim Coles, and Jennifer Lopez got her start on there. Wayans was then on In the House. Let's talk about Damon Wayans. He was on SNL for a year, and then he gave us Mo Money with him and Shawn. Hilarious movie if you haven't seen it. Wayne had the cartoon, Blank Man, and Major Payne. Okay, Major Payne, we still quote to this day. And then he went and said, let me give you My Wife and Kids. Full sitcom, 4 or 5 seasons. And then he was on Lethal Weapon. All right, now let's talk about Marlon and Shawn for just a little bit. One of the greatest parody movies of 90s hood movies, Don't Be a Menace to South Central While Drinking Your Juice in the Hood. Boom. Then they went and gave us White Chicks, which threw Terry Crews on the map. Then they gave us the Wayans Brothers whole show, which gave us John Witherspoon and all his greatness, still deserved the final season, and Scary Movie 1 and 2. Regina Hall, still very hilarious in that. Marlon Wayans by himself did the 6-man Haunted House. He did his dramatic work. You know what I'm saying? He played that abusive man in that stuff. Then you got the next generation. You got the second generation Wayans TV show, which had Craig Wayans and Damien Dante Wayans. Damien Wayans Jr. was on New Girl for like 50 episodes. Happy Endings. Damien Dante Wayans directed Dance Flick, which also starred Damon Wayans. And then you got Shantae Wayans, who's an amazing stand-up comedian who's on Netflix right now. I mean, family. And that ain't even everything. I'd be here for 20 minutes talking about everything. But y'all, we really need to be reminded that the Wayans family tree is deep, it's long, and they are the most important family in comedy. Period. Point blank. Argue me down. Who else got a resume this long? And they still going. Shout out to the Wayans.